EU raid on London, MEP eyes penalisations on UK capital over unfair competition. Spanish MEP García Pérez has threatened to penalise London if the city is deemed to breach standards or fair competition rules outside of the EU. Addressing the European Parliament ahead of MEP's vote on the UK-EU Brexit agreement, the leader of the Social and Democrats group said Boris Johnson had already failed to keep his promises to Brexiteers as both Northern Ireland and Gibraltar remain effectively shackled to the EU. She said, "The loss of a significant partner is no reason to celebrate, but after 4 years of complex negotiations we can state that the key goal of the EU in maintaining an area of free trade of goods with the UK, based on the motto of zero tariffs, zero quotas and zero unfair competition, has been achieved." Mr. Barnier, I would like to pass on the thanks of the Social and Democrats group, conscious of the huge efforts required by the particularly difficult circumstances caused by the pandemic and the intransigent attitude on the other side of the Channel. Brexit represents the big lie of the British right. Boris Johnson promised the UK the recovery of full sovereignty over its frontiers, its laws and waters. The reality is that Northern Ireland is still part of the customs union and the internal market of the European Union, and Gibraltar will be joining the Schengen. And it will be Madrid which will guarantee that Schengen legislation is applied there. London will be subject to penalisation if there is unfair competition when it comes to physical labour and environmental standards. Opening the debate, Ursula von der Leyen said the European Union will not hesitate to use dispute resolution mechanisms in the Brexit deal if the UK breaches the agreement. Ms von der Leyen told the European Parliament the agreement protects citizens and their rights, helps to avoid significant disruptions for workers and travellers, from the fishing community to the business community. The Trade and Cooperation Agreement (TCA) protects European interests and preserves the integrity of our single market and ensures high levels of protection on everything from social and labour rights, to environmental protection, to tax transparency and state aid, she said. The agreement has real teeth, with a binding dispute resolution mechanism and the possibility for unilateral remedial measures where necessary. The Commission President added, "Let me be clear.
We do not want to have to use these tools.
But we will not hesitate to use them if necessary." Ms von der Leyen acknowledged that some MEPs would be reluctant to approve the Brexit trade deal because of the UK's unilateral decision not to fully implement parts of the Northern Ireland Protocol. She said the trade deal is only as good as its implementation and enforcement in practice. She added, "I share the concerns you have on unilateral actions by the United Kingdom since the agreement came into provisional application. We have obviously seen a number of issues arise since then. Some were to be expected, others are teething issues, and many are the consequence of the type of Brexit the UK chose. But, regardless of the reasons, we need to focus on joint solutions. Unilateral decisions will get us nowhere. The Commission chief said there has been some progress on resolving the issues around Northern Ireland's post-Brexit arrangements. She gave a positive assessment of the work being carried out by the EU's Maros Sefcovic and the UK's Lord Frost. She said, "In recent days and weeks, we have seen a new, constructive dynamic and we will continue to work closely with the UK to find constructive solutions that respect what was agreed." The next step is to mutually agree on compliance paths, with concrete deadlines and milestones. She added, "We need solutions, not soundbites, if we are to make the protocol work for the benefit of everyone in Northern Ireland." She told MEPs their vote on the Brexit trade deal marks the beginning of a new chapter. She said, "We know it will not always be easy and there is a lot of vigilance, diligence and hard work ahead." But, while today's vote is obviously an end, it is also the beginning of a new chapter. The choice is now whether today's vote will be the high watermark of the EU-UK relations for the next decades, or whether we see this as the foundation of a strong and close partnership based on our shared values and interests. Only history will tell what road is taken, although I hope for the latter. Michel Barnier, who led the European Union's negotiations with the UK, said Brexit is a mark of failure. He told MEPs, "This is a divorce. It's a warning, Brexit, and it's a failure of the European Union." And we have to learn lessons from it as politicians here in the European Parliament, in Council, in the Commission, in all of the capitals. Why did 52% of the British vote against Europe? There are reasons for that: social anger and tension which existed in many regions in the UK but also in many regions of the EU. Our duty is to listen and understand the feelings of the people.